I'll be honest with you, some rules in Yu-Gi-Oh! Just aren't necessary for the most part because they pretty much will never be relevant. For example, being forced to discard surplus cards during the end phase of the turn when you got over 6 cards in hand is virtually useless. I mean, seriously, when is the last time you had so many cards in hand that you just couldn't at least set some of them to avoid that? Yeah, there is a grand total of only 6 cards in the game that can have an impact on this rule, and some of them are pretty iconic. Infinite cards is a classic for sure, but finite cards is essentially the exact opposite. Silent Wabi has tons of effects but also behaves as a finite card for whoever controls it, so basically your opponent. Enervating Mist is extremely useless since all it does is decrease the cap by 1. Hieroglyph Lithograph is the exact opposite again since it just ups the cap by 1. So again, who would ever want to play this card? And finally, Dark World Grimoire doesn't change the mechanic itself but makes you somewhat benefit off of it by reviving back a monster. Now tell me, have you ever messed with one of these cards as a kid? Because I sure did.